So, as you know, the Drake defamation case has been making its rounds around the internet. People are reacting to it. YouTubers who were pointed and complained about are reacting to it. Bystanders and other commentators are reacting to the situation with Drake and the defamation case against UMG. Of course, Joe Budden is going to respond on his podcast. But the interesting thing about Joe Budden is that he beefed with Drake before. He's got into a beef with Drake in the past, and he has a very insightful opinion in regards to what Drake is doing. Drake had stated in the lawsuit, he says, this lawsuit is not about the artists who created Not Like Us. It is instead entirely about UMG, the music company that decided to publish, promote, exploit, and monetize allegations that it understood were not only false, but dangerous. This is where Drake starts saying that his life was danger. And this statement was written right after he talked about his house getting shot up and someone trying to dig into his home and another person trying to break into his house. These were things that were said right after he had named those incidences, claiming that he fears for his safety. He's having issues, saying that he's in danger for his life. He's saying that he's not safe. He's saying all of these things to try to paint a narrative. He's stating he's been having a lot of issues with the public, with the media, with fans, people attacking his home, all these things right in this document. But what Joe Budden says right here is very interesting because, like I said, Joe Budden had beef with Drake in the past. Drake's fan base was obviously bigger than Joe Budden's. So the input he puts here, I wanted to share with you because I thought it was real interesting.
Also himself divulged stories of fans attempting to break in his home while he's had guests, while he's had company. I assume that comes with being one of the biggest stars in the world. One. True. On the flip side, whenever him and I got into whatever we got into and them fans showed up to my house, he incentivized that. He cheered them on. He put them on a public platform. He applauded that behavior. And that's my other beef with the Karen move. Got it. Because if you a Karen, be a Karen, but you code switching. Because you at the game with, you running around with this nigga that has been threatening Kendrick, saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. You want to get cool with, I'm not naming no names, but you know who you running around with, and you know what you're doing, and you know what you're threatening. So if you that, then be that.
Now, if you don't know who he's talking about Top 5. You're running around with somebody by the name of Top 5 who has been threatening Kendrick Lamar. He's been saying things about Kendrick Lamar. Just recently, Drake was seen with Top 5 when he was seen at a Raptors game where he had linked up with Steph Curry. Drake is chilling with a man publicly who went on the record, who went online with an interview with DJ Academics and said that he wanted to hurt Metro Boomin and Kendrick Lamar. I'm saying that nicely because the way that he said it, he was saying it way more inappropriate than the way that I was. Exactly what Joe Budden said. So it doesn't make any sense when you're in this defamation lawsuit and you're saying that you're in fear for your life because of the song and that your life is in danger and that you had to pull Adonis out of school. You had to take Adonis out of his classes. You had to take him out of Toronto. You had to get out of Toronto, whatever the case may be. You said that your life is in danger, which is the complete opposite of how you've been acting online, how Drake has been acting online. And the point that Joe is trying to make is you're code switching because on one side, you're acting like a mob boss. You're acting like a tough guy, mob ties, Top 5, paid for his lawyers, get out of jail, beat a body, chilling with him courtside, doing all these things, hanging out with Curry, acting unbothered, trolling on the internet, doing all of these things in the public image, doing all of these things in public. But on paper, on your lawsuit, you're saying that you're in danger for your life. How are you in danger for your life when you're chilling with a man that you help pay lawyer fees to beat a body? And this man is saying the most outlandish things, bro. Saying that he's going to do homework and look for Kendrick and find anybody in the Not Like Us video and figure out who they are. All this stuff, bro. And then back to the point what Joe Budden was trying to make. When he started to beef with Drake, a lot of Drake fans were going to his home, interrupting his piece, going to his house because he has beef with Drake. And Drake was for it. Drake wanted that. Drake was embracing it. He didn't care if people were knocking on Joe Budden's door. He didn't care if people were bothering Joe Budden. But now all of a sudden he loses a rap battle and things start happening to him. Then he gets scared. And like Joe said, he wants to pull a Karen. He wants to be a Karen. He wants to pull a Karen move.
but don't be that and also carrying out.
See, that's my problem. That's my problem.
That's part of the not like us foundation that he was building.
That part right there, because you run around being mob ties, mafioso, all of this other shit, saying you know what he been saying.
Put it on the song, you put it on the recent record.
You know what he been saying. So you're doing all of that, and then this is your retaliation when something happens.
He's playing both.
I just don't like that, bro.
He's playing both sides.
Yeah, it's a friendly fade. Keep it that way.
Like, and he's citing the lyrics. I read the lyrics in this shit. He's like, in Euphoria, he says, "Don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell truth just about you," which has the public thinking that everything being said is indeed true, and yada 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 yada. I'm like,
it's nasty, bro.
Y'all can have it, yo.
Now, Joe Budden isn't lying on this part. This whole lawsuit, all this paperwork, all 81 pages, is him quoting Kendrick Lamar. Even in the beginning, he quotes Lucien Grange. And, you know, he just quotes a whole bunch of lyrics from Euphoria, from Not Like Us, from things that he said on songs, from things that people shared, from comments that people left on the song, from comments that people left on Reels, comments that were left on polls on X, statuses, everything. Lyrics are being used in this defamation lawsuit. So Drake using Kendrick's song Euphoria in this defamation lawsuit, Not Like Us, using all this, right? Quoting lyrics in this defamation lawsuit is everything that hip hop has been against. This is anti-hip hop to the fullest. In no way, shape, or form would anybody support this, especially when the person that you help pay lawyer fees for, top 5, the one that's on your side, in your corner, your henchman that made threats to Kendrick Lamar, if my memory serves correct, they made sure not to use lyrics in his songs to be used in court when he was fighting this case. And that's how he beat the body, because they weren't going to use lyrics as evidence. You see, this is top 5, right? This is top 5 when he had gotten out of prison, when he had beat the body, right? This is what his lawyer said in regards to the law using music to prosecute top 5. His lawyer argued that the case was another instance of prosecutors attempting to put rap music on trial, utilizing social media behavior and lyrics from his music. Lyrics from his music. The same guy, bro. The same guy in Drake's corner. His lawyer argued that they couldn't use lyrics in the court of law, and that wasn't justice. So there's a reason why Joe Budden brings all this up. He's citing lyrics in his defamation case. It's not a good look at all. The biggest L comes from a person who doesn't know how to take an L. It just gets worse. It gets worse over time because you can't accept that you lost. It doesn't make sense to be saying that you're in danger when you're running around with people like Top 5. It doesn't make sense to go against this in the lawsuit and name lyrics as your point in argument when you had clearly paid for Top 5's lawyer and made sure that lyrics weren't used to incriminate your henchman, your goon, whatever the case may be. None of this makes sense. Throw all these 80 pages away, bro. Throw all these pages away in the trash, bro. Anything that Drake has coming to him, he deserves it. I mean, at this point, right? Anti-hip hop. All these 81 pages is anti-hip hop, bro. Using lyrics in the court of law is crazy. You're trapping backwards, bro. If anything, trapping backwards. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this, man. Y'all tell me how you feel about the situation and what Joe Budden said and all that, bro. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video, man. Peace. Keep it alleged.